Hi everyone, welcome back. On November 2nd of this year, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services or CMS issued a final rule that includes updates on policy changes for Medicare payments under the physician fee schedule and other Medicare Part B issues on or after January 1st of 2022.
In this video, I will talk about how this final rule impacts OT and PT assistance services in calendar year 2022. Let's get right into it.
CMS is completing implementation of Section 53107 of the Bipartisan Budget Act of 2018, which requires CMS, through the use of new modifiers, which are CQ and CO, to identify and make payment at 85% of the otherwise applicable Part B payment amount for physical therapy and occupational therapy services furnished in whole or in part by physical therapist assistants or PTAs and occupational therapy assistants or OTAs when they are appropriately supervised by a physical therapist or occupational therapist respectively for dates of service on and after January 1st of 2022. CMS defines services furnished in whole or in part by PTAs or OTAs as those for which the PTA or OTA time exceeds a de minimis threshold. For calendar year 2022, in response to numerous stakeholder questions and to promote proper therapy care, CMS is revising the policy for the de minimis standard. Specifically, CMS's revised policy would allow a 15-minute time service to be billed without the CQ or CO modifier in cases when a PTA or OTA participates in providing care to a patient independent from the PT or OT, but the PT or OT meets the Medicare billing requirements for the time service on their own without the minutes furnished by the PTA or OTA by providing more than the 15-minute midpoint, that is 8 minutes or more, also known as the 8-minute rule. Under this finalized policy, any minutes that the PTA or OTA furnishes in these scenarios would not matter for purposes of billing Medicare. In addition to cases where one unit of a multi-unit therapy service remains to be billed, CMS revised the de minimis policy that would apply in a limited number of cases where there are two 15-minute units of therapy remaining to be billed. For these limited cases, CMS is allowing one 15-minute unit to be billed with the CQ or CO modifier and one 15-minute unit to be billed without the CQ or CO modifier in billing scenarios where there are two 15-minute units left to bill when the PT or OT and the PT or OTA each provide between 9 and 14 minutes of the same service when the total time is at least 23 minutes and no more than 28 minutes. Overall, the de minimis standard would continue to be applicable in the following scenarios: when the PTA or OTA independently furnishes a service or a 15-minute unit of a service in whole without the PT or OT furnishing any part of the same service. In instances where the service is not defined in 15-minute increments including supervised modalities, evaluations, re-evaluations, and group therapy. When the PT or OTA furnishes 8 minutes or more of the final 15-minute unit of a billing scenario in which the PT or OT furnishes less than 8 minutes of the same service. When both the PTA or OTA and the PT or OT each furnish less than 8 minutes for the final 15-minute unit of a billing scenario, the 10% standard applies. Hope you found this information helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hope to see you next time. Bye now.